Squash Haven is an after-school, summer, and weekend enrichment program based at Yale's Payne Whitney Gymnasium. We provide motivated and committed New Haven students with training in competitive squash, academic support and enrichment, and assistance with high school placement. Squash Haven is part of NUSEA, the National Urban Squash and Education Association, which is a consortium of programs in 9 cities around the country where kids learn squash, academics, and character development in the context of a small, familial environment. 100% of seniors graduating from NUSEA programs go on to 4-year colleges.
We have 50 kids now, and that means we have 50 families, and we have 3 schools, and we have 4 staff members, and we have 50 plus volunteers.
I think one of the greatest strengths of the Squash Haven program is not only is the academic and also exposing the kids to something that I don't believe that they would have ever been exposed to, and that's the game of squash.
That we are incredibly lucky to be here at Yale. The infrastructure that we have in terms of being at one of, if not the best university in the country, with available tutoring and mentoring and all kinds of things from some of the top young minds and young people in our country is truly unbelievable.
We're really lucky to have this gym here, which has 15 squash courts, which makes my life very easy.
I mean, look at what's going on here. Kids are at Yale. They're just at Yale, and they're at other schools. They're going to Williams in June, and they'll be at Northeastern, and they play matches. So they're getting exposed to college, and their parents are getting exposed to college.
Also, we actually get to go on like a Yale campus and take tours and do all these things, thanks to like the Yale staff and volunteers. And not a whole lot of other programs get to do that.
The Squash Haven staff to me is an extended family for my son. I mean, from the way they eat. My son comes home saying, "Mom, you know, we can't have cookies anymore. You know, Coach Julian Christie said we have to have granola bars." So, you know.
They are very caring. In my opinion, they go beyond their duties to make sure that that the kids do what they're supposed to be doing and help them.
Well, I think what they do really well is give these kids structure and goals.
Excellent, excellent. Bring that elbow forward.
You know, I mean, you've got the squash portion of it, but I think probably you know, the most meaningful thing I've seen is opening these kids' eyes up to a whole new world of you know, what's available to them out there and an environment that none of them have ever experienced before.
What Urban Squash does is it provides academic support. It makes academics a priority. But then it goes way beyond that, and it starts to connect kids to opportunities, and it does this at a very early age.
The Squash Haven academic program really consists of several parts, and as our kids get older, we're really sort of changing, adapting, and evolving to meet their academic needs.
You can do this. You can take a word apart. Misanthrope.
No, wait, no,
what does miss mean?
Can I just show you this?
No. Miss positive or negative?
Oh my God, it's negative.
Negative.
Miss.
Okay. Miss and throat. OPE has something, anthro has something to do with.
They really are all over the academic spectrum, and what we try to do is meet them where they are with certain expectations. So we ask our students to be working toward the honor roll, to be studying for all tests and quizzes, and to be behaving the best they can, especially at school.
It's also a good parent piece. It allows parents access to another part of what the students are doing, and it keeps them very centered into the academic progress of their students.
My parents are happy that I'm part of the program because they changed the ways that I used to do in academics, and I do way better now.
Squash Haven helps me get better grades and helps me stay out of trouble.
One of the benefits to being here at Yale, and one of, I think, the best services we offer our kids is we have a really rich community of Yale tutors and volunteers. It's like, let's say you have like a bunch of
You know, it's been actually a pretty extraordinary process to watch our kids interacting with the Squash Haven kids on, I think it's, you know, really more than one level. The obvious is being able to teach them squash as beginning 5th and 6th graders, really introducing them to the game, you know, getting them excited about the sport, and, you know, mechanically actually teaching them how to play.
Extend that elbow. Come on guys, get this target.
When I started last year, there were some kids who still couldn't consistently hit the ball, and now all of the kids they're doing great and they can have extended rallies.
As you really look at the relationship, it goes beyond that, being able to, you know, act as mentors, being able to hopefully serve as role models for the kids and really get them excited not only about squash, but, you know, really the educational process.
We have sort of general homework helpers, and so every day the ratio of volunteers to kids is really good, and it's good for our kids to know that they can come here and get that homework and academic support, and I think it's something that really makes our after-school program really unique. Our Yale tutors are really talented and really dedicated.
They're really helpful, and I think that they understand most of the problems we may have on court and off court because they've faced it themselves.
They're kind because they take all their time off from what they are doing, and they come and help us.
I want my kids to love to learn, and I want them to believe that they can learn and that they can do it successfully, and that they can attain excellence in whatever educational path they choose.
For us at Squash Haven, the Nucia National Urban Tournaments are the indisputable highlight of the competitive season. It's a really beautiful combination of spirited competition, incredible sportsmanship, and emphasis on character development. And so it's an environment where you see kids at their best.
This is David, this is Ashley, and we're in Boston, and we're playing against nationals. And we are in nationals, playing against different cities, 9 cities, and right now we are playing against City Squash.
Our boys and girls teams won the 13s, and then in an absolutely unexpected championship in our first year of 15s competition, our boys team won by winning very exciting 3-2 semifinal and final matches. While, for instance, winning 3 titles at the National Urban Team Championships this past January was an amazing moment for us, I would say that for me, what keeps me loving my job and keeps me motivated are, as much as those moments, are the sort of everyday small moments where you know that you're making a difference in the kid's life.
I think, you know, legitimately that some of these kids you see right now are in 7th grade, by the time they graduate from high school, will be a caliber and they could play varsity squash at Yale, absolutely.
The best thing about Squash Haven is just trying something new and just coming in every day.
It's really rewarding to know that everything you do, every email you type, every math problem you help to solve is part of a bigger picture. And so all the small things that we do are really going to pay off in the end, that I know.
You know, just knowing that there's an advocate there for your child academically, socially, and in sports is just something you can't put a price on.
You know, a kid just in a small way tells you that something happened at school that wouldn't have happened without Squash Haven, and you realize even in small interactions that the scope of what we're doing is really enormous and long-lasting, and it sort of comes in those small moments as well as in the big.
On court, I expect them to be as good as they can possibly be, and if they keep training with me, they will be champions someday.